life can change in a heartbeat. With over 50,000 patient emergency visits, the 30 emergency room beds at the Sturgeon Community Hospital are incredibly busy and critical to our health system. Whatever the cause, be it life-threatening injury, heart attack, or neonatal emergency, we are here when you need us.
The first thing I saw was her nose was like gushing blood. My initial reaction was to grab her and to bring her out of the barn to kind of assess her and see what was happening. But she was screaming about her hip.
The emergency department was waiting with open arms in April when 4-year-old Mabel fell out of a hayloft on her Sturgeon County farm and shattered her hip. Her mother's heart did not stop racing until Mabel was rushed into emergency and triaged by the caring team of nurses and physicians.
I pulled up to the emergency room doors and I went in to go get a wheelchair because I didn't want to move her. As I was going in to get a wheelchair, there was 2 nurses that were coming out, and then right behind them they were bringing a gurney out for her. She broke her femur and she had to have surgery to have 2 screws placed into the joint to help fuse that bone back together. On a working farm, there are lots of dangers, hazards. Accidents do happen, unfortunately, and it's just nice to have a facility where, you know, we can take our family if something ever happens.
My husband and I were expecting our second child, and my water had actually broken early with my oldest daughter, and again it happened with our second. So we went right into the emergency room and was admitted for observation quite quickly, actually.
Sophia's tiny heartbeat was heard with anxious anticipation when her parents arrived at the Sturgeon ER 14 years ago. Her mother was assessed and cared for by the ER staff before Sophia was safely delivered by C-section.
We didn't feel like we were, just a number or just being pushed through the system. Every staff member were kind and treated us like individuals and really helped us make informed decisions. We had our little girl 14 years ago, and we are absolutely blessed with one of the most amazing and strong-willed daughters, and very much thankful to the Sturgeon Community Hospital for everything that they did for us.
I was playing some slow pitch with some friends in a tournament out in Fort Saskatchewan, and just had a little bit of discomfort kind of thing running in and out of the field. It kind of kept on during the day, and then we had some friends over Saturday night. After they left, I still the same kind of discomfort, and it was a little bit, it was just different. It was a feeling that I hadn't experienced before.
It was that same emergency department that caught Michael when his heart stopped 4 times last Father's Day.
When the pain or discomfort went up into my jaw, she said, well, okay, I think we should take you in and let's go get you checked out.
The staff at the Sturgeon were fantastic. They were on top of everything right from the very beginning. So once he presented with tightness in the chest, they knew right away their protocol and they followed it to a T. So triage right away. From there, he went straight back for heart trace, and that's when the event occurred. Right away, the code was called, and they administered CPR right on the spot.
Through the AED and through CPR, they were able to restore heart rate, make sure that I was okay for the time, resuscitate me. Then they decided that the best plan of action would be to transfer me over to the University Hospital, and I was there for a while.
The importance of this hospital is it saves lives, literally. It saved a dad. It saved a son, right? It saved who he is to me, my partner in life. We owe it all to that team of people that day and the Sturgeon, because it's really hard to put into words how big of a difference they make every day.
When people come to our Emerge, they're probably having not the greatest day, or their family member is undergoing some important issue that they need treatment for. When I'm sick, I want someone to hold my hand, I want someone to talk with my family, I want to be updated every state of the process. So I'm looking for more than just outside medical care. I'm looking for someone to take care of the whole person, and that's what our Emerge does.
You know, you turn the TV on and you see people singing, you see people playing hockey, you see role models, but you don't think of people in the emergency room, the doctors, the nurses, the healthcare workers, as heroes. But for me, they're my biggest heroes.
Nearly 1 in 3 people in our community access the Sturgeon ER every year. Today, our eyes are fixed firmly on the future of healthcare. And at the very heart of that is the Sturgeon Hospital ER. Have a heart for emergency.